think they're ready to put this series to bed, guys. They've played so well up to this point and really look poised to close this thing out in front of their home fans and get some rest as they get ready for the next round.
Well, I'm certainly surprised by what we've seen so far. Nobody would have guessed coming into this series that they'd find themselves in a position to sweep. But after that first game win, the momentum clearly helping them ride the wave to a possible sweep now.
Taking a look at the Hornets, it's shocking to see how quickly this series, Greg, has gotten away from them.
And they may have had their eye on the conference finals a little too soon. They've got so much talent. I don't see them going down quietly. And remember, 2 of the final 3 games of this series will be in their building.
Good point. Here's Halliburton after the basket by Washington. Bobbed up there for Robinson. And stolen by Vassell. Over to the wing. Here's Holmgren. Pass to Steffens. From outside, off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Ball with it. Halliburton with it. Takes the three. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
First trip to the line for him here. He's off on the first.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that time. And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Halliburton feeling it out a bit. Good on the three-point shot. Halliburton's got 6.
At the arc, Halliburton confident, no fear, no hesitation. He sees a good shot, he's letting it fly.
Pass to Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
Let's send it over to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Brian Keith. David.
Talked about the challenge of game planning for Tyrese Halliburton. Coach said you have to stay in front of him. The second he gets a step on this, that's when it's going to pick your poison again. If you guys stay in front of him, I think you should be fine. Back to you.
Thanks, David. To the middle. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And he's got his first chance at the line here. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And something to like about Holmgren is his ability to run the floor. A 7-footer who can get up the court in a hurry and get to the rim before the D gets set.
Tries a 3 off the inbound. And Koulibaly gets it to go. 5 points in the game.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Now here's Ball. Miller inside. 6 to shoot. Inside. Shoots over Holmgren. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Washington basketball.
Wizards leading by 4. And the points coming for them now, Greg and bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
Yep, that one goes. Holmgren's got 7.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Halliburton outside. It's deflected. And they'll keep possession. And finished off by Robinson. So it's the Wizards now. 4-point game. Here's Stevens. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Now, here's Halliburton. He's got 6. A 3. Rebound, Washington.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And Mitchell Robinson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Charlotte making a switch. Vassell outside. Pass to Stephens. Takes a 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Stephens got his second basket of the night.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And the shot goes in.
You know, because Ball is so skilled, defenders try to get physical with him, rough him up a bit, but it doesn't faze him. That rarely works against Ball.
Here's Stephens. He has 5. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Ivy. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Here's Miller. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here. And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Kick out to Walker. Pass to Bull. Shot clock at 6. Charlotte needs to get a shot on the wing. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Here's Washington now. They're on a 17-7 run. Now here's Hayes. He lobs it up. Stolen by Ball. And here we go. Fast break. Halliburton's got it. And it's off from three-point range.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
To the paint. And Hayes throws it down.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Well, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
Now, here's Ball. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
The D is fully aware of Ball's threat to score. He took advantage of their anxiousness that time.
First one falls for him. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Here's Stephens. He has 5. Pass to Champagny. Vassell wide open. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here's Halliburton. That's a good shot, and now he's 3 for 7.
That shot by Halliburton, not easy. Taking the hit and still finishing the play.
Vassell, the bounce pass. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Now, here's Halliburton. 8 points for him. To the inside. Pass the ball. Pocket 4. And oh, what a play. He just palms the block.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Now, here is Halliburton. It's tipped. And here we go. The Wizards fast break. Shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. Hornets trail by 7. Out to the right wing. Back to Bull. Takes the 13-footer. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Not just a threat inside. Bull can stretch things out, too.
Here's Carrington. Hornets with the rebound.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Seems like Halliburton is always looking to do a little more, always making the extra effort. That's fairly rare.
The Hornets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. No good on that. And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. And he sinks the second.
Halliburton is just one of those young guys that has a really well-rounded game. Makes shots pretty much from anywhere on the floor.
Here's Hayes. Into the lane. Miller grabs the miss.
And priority number one has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
That's the end of the and we've reached the end of the first quarter. Wizards out front, up 4. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And you are back with us live as we bring you continuing coverage of the Eastern Conference semifinals. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
And Okongwu slams it in.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Down low. And stolen by Miller. Pass to Okongwu. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
3 seconds. Coming onto the floor.
The Wizards with the lead. Ivy with it. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Ivy's got his first basket of the night. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Now, man, scoreless thus far. Here's Smith, driving to the basket. Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
Nothing soft about the putback there.
And why chance it, right? Take the dunk if you've got it.
Well, you know, if nobody's going to put a body on him, then that's going to be the result.
Here's Ivy. Okongwu grabs the board.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Pass to Champagny. A three-pointer, no good.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Now, here's Okongwu. Here's Bull. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Ivy with it. And that one is good. Ivy's got 4 this quarter.
Oh, interior defense doesn't hold back against Ivy, but he just explodes right by them and gets it to go.
Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play. So both teams making some changes here.
First team foul.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Wizards.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Hornets trail by 3. They set the screen. Deep 2 from Ball. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Pass to Holmgren. Fades back. Here's Sarr. And here is Holmgren. Just 5 to shoot. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. And the foul on Dyson Daniel. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play.
And you know teams are going to be physical with Holmgren, but he's aggressive, and boy, he plays with passion.
The Wizards have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. And he ends up missing both free throws.
And that's a rare missed opportunity from him. He's been good as gold up until that point.
All you got to do is get open, and Ball's handling the rock. He's going to find you. LaMelo's got incredible passing ability.
Fades away. That one goes. Count it. Holmgren's got 9 points.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game.
Oh, man! What a finish!
And what an incredible talent Miller is. What a ferocious finish there.
Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Pass to Sarr. Now Holmgren. And Okongwu gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
On defense, Charlotte. Stephens, good. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
Pass to Bowen. And here's Daniels. And Sarr pulls it down. Holmgren with it. Now guarded by Ball. To the inside. Here's Sarr. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Brandon Miller. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Hornets trail by 5. Now, here is Halliburton. He's got 9. Outside, ball. From the arc. Rebound, Washington. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Stephens, good.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Here's Vassell.
And you see the quickness out in transition. Vassell, so tough to stop.
Here's Halliburton. To the middle. Not loose. Holmgren with the steal. To the paint. Here's Sarr. And Sarr throws it down.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
To Holmgren. Halliburton with the steal. The drive-by ball. Here is Daniels. Lively with it. And finished off by Lively.
Love the dunk from Lively, not just settling for the layup.
Inside, and Sarr throws it down.
Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
Halliburton outside. Here's Lively. Lays it up off the glass. Lively's got 6.
You've got to be aware of him at all times. He's a bully on the backboard.
A minute 42 left in the first half. Pass to Stephens. 6 on the shot clock. Takes it inside. And it's blocked.
When Lively's on you like this, with all his size and length, it's hard to get a shot off on him.
Both teams will make substitutions. Halliburton with the steal. To the middle. Here's Robinson. The rebound by Champagnie. Stolen by Robinson. Outside for Halliburton. Over Ivy. Here's Robinson. And the dunk by Robinson.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark.
Which is a spark they desperately need. They've got to ramp up the intensity.
Outside ball. Shot clock at 5. 2 points. That one goes. And now just a 3-point Wizards lead.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Pass to Ivy. Nice ball movement by Washington. Here's Champagnie. Here's the 3. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Hey, Hey, in today's NBA game, I think you have to stretch the floor if you're going to be competitive and give yourself the best chance to win. They have loads of confidence from three-point land right now.
Here's Ivy. No good on the last second attempt there. And that concludes the first half. Wizards lead by 6. We'll be back shortly, live from Washington. And we welcome you back to Game 4 on 2K Sports. Hornets trail by 6. Outside, ball. There's a screen by Robinson. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter or block just about every shot in his vicinity.
And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Halliburton.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Pass to Saw. Can't connect from short range. Here's Halliburton. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Miller with a wide open look. Goes up again.
Do not test Mr. Holmgren, a gifted shot blocker.
4 on the shot clock. Miller outside. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have. You're right. Pass to Holmgren. Now Koulibaly. From deep. Robinson pulls it in. Hornets trail by 6. Guys are looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Buries it from three-point range.
Finally get one to drop after starting the half with 4 straight clanks.
Here's Koulibaly. Back to Holmgren. Pass to Koulibaly. Here's Saw. Some solid defense from Robinson.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here. Now Ball. He's got 8.
And Ball really confident even amongst the big fellas inside, which is why he's able to draw these fouls.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. First free throw is good.
2 shots.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Down low. Here's Sarr. And Sarr throws it down.
Oh, nice job there from Holmgren. His guys appreciate when they're open, he gets them the ball.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. The Hornets making a change here. And Halliburton's got the ball here for the Hornets. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Outside, Walker. Three-pointer. Here's Okongwu. And Okongwu slams it in.
good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
Pass to Hayes. Oh, my goodness.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine even if he'd have missed it. I don't mind taking a chance. Spruce it up a little bit.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throw.
No good on the free throw. And the second free throw, good. Washington leading now by 5. To the left wing. Holmgren wide open. Misses the 3.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Halliburton with the bucket.
Halliburton's quickness and agility really makes him hard to deal with, especially when he's in close like that.
To the right side. Here's Koulibaly. Off target from three-point range. Hornets trail by 3. Pass to Walker. And the dunk by Walker.
When Jarris Walker stuffs it, we feel those cuts over here.
Now Holmgren. Ivy with it. Here's Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
Nice there. Getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little to show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it.
A jaw-dropper emoji is what I look like right now. Incredible.
Hornets trail by 3. And here is Ball. 9 points in the game so far. And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, you want your team to be aggressive on the glass, but he was a little too zealous for that rebound.
Yeah, it appeared to me as he was trying to get a piggyback ride, man. That's an easy call to make and gonna be called every time.
Here's Stevens. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Tyrese Halliburton. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Washington.
Phenomenal work on the defensive end so far. That stands out the most. They've made it their mission to block shots and make things hard for the opposition.
And they've also forced a lot of turnovers, capitalizing and turning those turnovers into points. Way to get after it.
Ball with a wide open look. And again, the Hornets missing. Poked loose. Robinson with it. Now defended by Sarm. To the paint. Robinson misses. Washington leading now by 4. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 night shooting.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
You know, that's how it goes with him. These hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Halliburton for 3. Washington with the rebound. They've led by as many as 11 points.
It has not been his game so far. I mean, he's trying his best, giving great effort, but little has gone his way.
Outside, Ball. Pass to Robinson. And the dunk by Robinson.
Setting his teammate up nicely out of the two-man game that time. Ball provides style and substance with his brilliant playmaking.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Halliburton outside. Now here is Miller. Covered by Vassell. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession. Here's Koulibaly. He has 5. There's the pick. And it's Vassell in the corner. Knocks down the 3-ball. And now it's an 11-point Washington lead.
Yeah, Vassell looking comfortable and confident from the corner.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold this quarter. Man.
Here's Champagny. And again, Washington with the triple.
And really the story of this second half. One team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Back to Miller. 5 to shoot. Looking to end the run. It's tipped.
And he's just pulled a Harry Houdini in this quarter. He's completely disappeared.
Here's the screen. On left of the wing. Here's Champagny. Off target with his 3. And Halliburton's got the ball here for the Charlotte Hornets. They trail by 14.
Halliburton, so versatile and skilled. This guy finds ways to keep the defense off balance. Pretty consistent.
The Hornets have not shot all that well from the free throw line. 6 of 11.
Taking 2 shots.
Halliburton hits them both. Washington leading now by 12. .102 left in the third. Hayes. No good with the triple. Halliburton on the wing. He's got 13. And it's good for 2.
Cashing in on the interior, making it look all too easy.
Bounce pass from Ivy. They set the pick from 11 feet away. And it's sent back by Okongwu. The shot by Ivy, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay. And more than just a jump shooter, Miller's very good around the rim. A rare quality for a wing these days.
Now, here's Ivy. For the 3. Drops in the tray. Ivy's got 7 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
3-point field.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And so it's the Washington Wizards holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working. And we're back for more exciting action from the Eastern Conference semifinals. Wizards leading by 8. Here's Carrington. Here's Champagny. That 3 off the mark.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, you know, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
Here's Washington now. They've led by as many as 14 points. Now, Ivy. Pocket 6. And slam dunk by Ivy.
And man, can Ivy fly. I mean, a big-time finish.
Pass to Okongwu. Rebound by the Wizards. fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Ivy with it. Here's Black, guarded by Walker. The Wizards working the ball around now. Here's Champagny. Here's Black. A three-pointer off the mark. Here's Bull. From down in the low post, it goes.
Bull, more slender, but really showed his strength on that finish inside. He's lean, but he's got some mean to him as well.
And here's Ivy. Pass to Hayes. Ball's not loose. Stolen by Ball. He gets that one.
Ball showing off those two-way skills, getting it done on both ends.
And it's Brian Keefe calling timeout here. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey guys, Brian Keefe reviewing the game plan with his team during that last timeout. Now he kept it simple in the huddle. He said, play smart. If we don't beat ourselves, we walk away with a win. Keep it simple, and we got this. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
And just beating the open man. Nice recognition there from Vassell.
Washington leading now by 8. Pass to Hayes. Back to Vassell. From about 19 feet. And the Wizards getting another bucket right there.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Okongwu a screen. To the inside. And he overshot that one, missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And the first one drops. Good on both. Hornets trail by 12. Unloads. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
Pass to Carrington. And Lively pulls it down.
And that was a little bit of a range check zone.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher.
Well, and that's exactly how the game is played in the paint inside, guys. I mean, if you can play over the top, I think you've got a big advantage.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish. And you watch Miller, he keeps the defense on its heels. They don't know what he's going to do.
The first one falls. Charlotte making a switch here.
2 shots.
Both free throws good for Miller. Wizards leading by 8. Here's Stephens. Pass to Song. Now Vassell, covered by Miller. 5 on the clock. Fires from 18. Vassell, no good. Hornets trail by 8. High An arcing shot. Miller, no luck.
Feels to me like this team is going to need more from him, guys. I mean, if they're to erase this deficit, he's got to step up.
Vassell drives in. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Wizards lead by 10.
Now, I'm not shy about bringing it inside. Vassell is comfortable around the hoop.
Halliburton for three. Rebounded by the Wizards.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since.
The tray. And it's denied. Here's Koulibaly. No good from outside.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Here's Miller. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Wizards leading by 10. It's Sarr, top of the key. And Sarr throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Here's Halliburton. Here's Robinson. And the rejection by Holmgren. Inside. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And give credit to Holmgren for jumping all over that opportunity, putting his length to great use.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. Hornets trail by 14. In the corner, Daniels. His three-pointers off the mark. On offense, here are the Wizards. They're on a 14-6 run. Pass to Holmgren. Nice ball movement by Washington. There's a screen. Sarr with it. Okongwu grabs the board.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
Here's Walker. Bank shot. No good. Wizards leading by 14. Here's Stevens. And a miss there on the triple. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure. Excellent box out there, keeping himself between the man and the basket.
Holmgren the screen. Throws it up high. And Sarr throws it down.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk.
Guys, I tell you, there are assists, and then there are delicious dimes. This was the latter.
And that one, good.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
And guys, just really impressed. They made big plays when it counted, and that's why it's going to be on to the next round for Washington.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
Well, you know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And tonight's win really a reflection of how dominant they have been all series long. The 4-game sweep.
Yeah, and I don't think they expected to pull off such a decisive win, but they had the momentum all series long. Time now, they get to move on.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Alex Sarr.
And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with a fire no one else could match as he chased down those rebounds.
Fires the three. Here's Washington now. They're on a 14-6 run. To the paint. And Sarr throws it down.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
And it's out of bounds to the Hornets as Charlotte retains possession.
On the court.
Here's Mann. Rebounded by the Wizards. Here's Stevens. Here's Holmgren. And the miss. And so the Washington Wizards take the series and will move on. And with the 4-game sweep, they steamrolled their way through round 2. Now, Greg, they head to the conference finals on the